Ladies and gentlemen, the time is now. Wotfi 2025 is just around the corner with 2 weeks for us to theorize what can possibly unfold within this Wotfi. The newest video just dropped, SMG4 Soul Search, and within this video, holy shit. How can you make a nice happy party with Karen and the SMG4 crew, with Puzzles working at Walmart the episode prior, to then Puzzles literally spawning a demonic portal with the fucking YouTube remote from Wotfi 2020, with tons of papers asking where the key was and going to all locations, prison, Peach's castle, SMG4's castle, the internet graveyard, to try and find this YouTube remote. Okay, so for those who don't know, the YouTube remote is a very powerful device that found its way into SMG3's hands in 2020. This was when SMG3 was an evil villain and not the SMG3 you see today. This SMG3 wanted to be SMG4 with whatever it takes, even if it meant erasing them from existence. SMG3 did exactly that, erased everyone from the SMG4 crew minus Mario. Replaced them all and had his own show which did alright. And with that, it connected to It's Gotta Be Perfect, albeit a minor detail, in which SMG3 said that he had SMG4's channel for just a week, and it was the most stressful, pain-inducing thing he had ever tried. So with that recap out of the way, why does Puzzles have the YouTube remote? Why did he go through all this length, going through all of these places, ending up at the Internet Archive, which is where the YouTube remote was being held? Okay, so this is because Puzzles has quite literally fucked up everything he's been given. He took the approach of a villain towards SMG4's crew, and within that, he put SMG4 through mental torture relating to demonic eldritch powers, then decided to put Meggy through consistent coma-induced trauma, and all the other characters, within a simulation, and proceeded to fuck a printer to print out a lie that riles up a feud between Marty and the SMG4 crew. Then on top of that, he just brainwashes all of them into the TV to play shows, ruined everything. But then whilst Leggy existed, Puzzles grew to Leggy, and that conscious also had an effect on normal Meggy's mind too, which led Meggy to believe Puzzles can change even after all the damage he's done. Puzzles had a true friend in the making, but was also prisoned, so then he thinks of a plan to get out of the prison to meet Meggy, and then this enters Mr. Weapons, and they grow a bond too, a stronger bond. But Puzzles is blinded by trying to redeem himself so much for Meggy, and in turn that causes a chaotic moment at the showgrounds, which breaks Meggy's trust, breaks Puzzles' trust, breaks Tube's trust, and breaks the entire SMG4's chance of believing Puzzles can change and fully hating him. Everyone hating him. With that, he is destroyed, he is upset, he is angry, but what I don't get is the fact he just randomly goes from working at your typical local supermarket to then ending up creating this batshit insane ritual. Hello? Paragraph guy, where are you? Where's the points between? Why does Weapons and Tomb go to find Puzzles? Why does Puzzles want the YouTube remote in the first place? Okay, right, let me explain. The YouTube remote is powerful, like I said. It has the ability to erase, rewind, and pause time itself. It even has the ability to fast forward and all sorts of things, send things to the internet graveyard, and so on. Puzzles is planning on using this remote to make things right. What can you do to make things right if you've already fogged up everything, which makes it quite literally impossible to make things right in the current situation that you're in? To go back in time was the answer. Travel back in time through moments to reverse what options were said and what choices were given, and instead of making impulsive decisions such as simply ignoring Weapons' friendship bond to try and redeem yourself for someone else practically using them. But what else? How will this work? What on earth will he do? Now, this will be wild as shit, but I have a feeling that he will do something absurd. He's gone insane within the mind itself, and maybe panicking on the inside on what to do. He might randomly bring Axel from a 2021 save point and fast forward him to 2025 so that Melanie and Axel can be together, with Destiny and Meggy also, so that Meggy can forgive. But that has its own side effects of them corrupting, because who fucking knows what can happen when someone who's meant to be dead is fully back in the flesh that you can hold. But alas, let's read the paper. I'm doing this for him. Obviously tying in with Weapons, trying to make things right. So, maybe the SMG4 crew won't be held so much as I just explained, but rather be more focused within the time traveling of Weapons and 2. But then, with that, Tomb is part of the demonic goop, the thing that literally engulfed Peach's castle, and Weapons is a very sneaky person, not being spotted much until making himself come out into the light to try be with Karen again. Point is, I'm mind shook right now. I never thought these two arcs would ever cross paths, but here we are. That eerie image of Puzzles having a YouTube remote plugged into his neck to time travel to fix things or make things right. I'll be making more theories on this soon, but for now, this is what I have at the moment.